Arkansas State comes in here with Son of Neptune and Jaden Unlucky, who have had quite a lucky season. Well, you can't really call it luck when you're just dominating. So they've been very strong throughout these playoffs as well here in the Great Plains, and they've worked their way from the number 4 seed, and they'll look to take on the number 2. I mean, if you've already knocked out the number, 5 side, this should be a difficult task nonetheless, but I'm excited to see what they can do.
Yeah, this was kind of a bracket with a lot of lopsided ventures, and the most recent one was done by Southeastern Oklahoma State as we bring up their roster as they took down Uni in those semifinals of Savage Storm, bringing in DJ, Crimson Chin, and Bender. I'm just kind of sad that Clef the Boy Chin Wonder is not the next one that is down there. But, this is going to be a fun match. This, again, is the number 2 seed. They 4-0'd Uni just a little bit ago over in that semifinal, and Arkansas State, you called them. They were able to take down the number 8, as it was John Brown University that actually took down Hastings, who was the number 1.
And that's again game at number 1 of this championship of the Challengers Division of the Great Plains. And off the bat, you see some pressure from Arkansas State as they look to get on the board first, but it'll fall right back out the center where Bender will play high, and it'll be a demo right there, looking to play nasty, looking to play savage like the Storms that they are.
DJ like a cruise missile. Crimson Chin already looking for control and on their recovery rotation. You and I have seen that from a pro play point of view. If you can navigate going back to your own net whenever you have to defensively rotate like that and get demos, it really stutters what the Wolfpack is going to be able to do. And already it's a nice bit of control, aerial control, but it's stolen away as they try to get it back. But it's been a lot of Siozu out here.
Yeah, they've been all over it. The defense has had to make big saves here from Arkansas State. They've been pretty content doing it and looking pretty strong in their defensive woes, but play a couple times. That's not a great touch there as he left it for this Southeastern Oklahoma State team to try to jump on it, but nothing doing, nobody to follow up to, and Jade allowed the chance to jump onto it. You can tell a little bit of nerves both ways, especially on the Arkansas State side, until they get defensive. And their defensive side has been able to shut down here. Quick turn, but beat to it as the Crimson Chin is on it. And quick defensively, mishap, and an opportunity twice. And yes, the Crimson Chin will strike. And so will Southeastern Oklahoma State as they're up 1-0.
Bender had to bend this right around the pipeline and a couple of different times where it just came up short, but Crimson Chin has been looking for opportunities just like that, and that's going to be the Savage Storm coming up huge. And SE, Southeastern Oklahoma State, is able to come up big, and they find the first score.
And looking for more as well as Crimson tries to find DJ, who is already up for that. Good anticipation to get up in that play and try to challenge the box there before Arkansas State could get settled in it. They did get around to it. The rotations will have them get another big save. Sure enough, they'll be able to do it and accomplish just that. It'll be over to Jade as well here to center field. But every challenge, it seems like, it's Siozu that's able to jump to it. A couple of challenges here, DJ with support, and they'll be up 2-0.
Everything that I always see with the dabbing Grim Reaper looks so weird, but it doesn't look weird when you're scoring like this and consistently putting the Wolfpack under fire. And that's Southeastern continuing to just bear down upon them. They started with early, fast, quick, and very sure possession here, Bear. And DJ is already chasing. Oh, man, nearly able to make that jump work for him. The third threatening.
And around they come again. Crimson Chin on it. Up for this one. Has full control. Tried to sidestep Son of Neptune, but by the time you get up there and try to get around him, it's very difficult to read. That waterfall, it was there and available for Arkansas State. And that's one that you want to be able to convert on. They're not done yet, though, as they'll take another shot, but Crimson Chin is on it at midfield, and will press forward here. This is off the back wall. Everybody in pursuit, which makes it difficult to get around it. And DJ strikes. It'll be 3-0.
Wolfpack have been just stuck. You see Arkansas State just continuously having to fight from up and on the ground, and Son of Neptune just kind of flailing across, not knowing whether or not the shot was coming, and they just are racking and stacking consistent shooters up and down the main thoroughfare straight into that orange net. And unfortunate for Arkansas State, been unable to really kind of get around it. They've not been able to exist offensively upfield. A great catch by Clay. They are turned into just ashes and dust.
In Arkansas State, they have been patient. They've let the play come to them, and they've taken that open space. But even when they settle, they're in trouble because they are being chased down. Southeastern Oklahoma State living up to their name with the Savage Storm. coming through to get a couple of demos here early and this 3-0 lead. And with 2 minutes left, still knocking on the doorstep. Yeah, it is just a hemmed-in method for Southeastern Oklahoma State. And Arkansas State just hasn't been able to find a way out. In fact, they're getting a little bit too far ahead of themselves. They're looking for these downfield passes, but you got to get out of your zone first, or do you? What a pass. They were looking for it in the past minute. You knew eventually it would click.
Son of Neptune. Clay saw him upfield, and then what an idea. Just quickly going for it as DJ was caught out. Didn't expect the pace or the position to be punishing from the middle of the pitch. So finally, they're able to at least put a crack onto the scoreboard. They want to be able to find more. Clay has been snuffed out a couple of times. A lot of bullying and bruising done by the Savage Storm. That's going to be a love nudge from a teammate, Jade, over to Clay, and Clay's looking to get some bumps.
And it was actually Jade that was forced to get on it because it was off the side of Clay. He made it awkward. And you have to be there in support, and they were. So fall back down, though. Challenge. Jade had to backflip on that one, set up Neptune beat to it before he can get to it. A bit of awkward play, and DJ almost found a gift on the left side of his car. And in fact, this might be as a challenge in front. Crimson Chin will be bested here by Clay. Back to you, but Bender couldn't quite find the angle for a shot. And that would have been a dagger. But this Arkansas State side just waiting for a mistake whenever Siosu gets in deep and then trying to convert from there. It's worked once, but DJ will make them pay for being upfield here with 47 seconds left. And they've got this 4-1 lead.
I can't wait to see how many assists Bender has after this game is completed, because that was just done so smooth and in lockstep, right upfield, able to go find DJ and really get rid of any threat that the rest of this game could present from the Wolfpack, as it has been such a fast presentation of authoritative offense. Crimson Chin puts up a fifth.
One after another, prepared consistently. Everybody waits for the 50-50 in the challenge, and their reads are so strong that it allows them to get there. It doesn't matter if they have boost control, if they've lost it either. Arkansas State's been trying to chase down boost and get to it before their opponents can, but they just haven't been able to get to it because they are so quick with those reads. Second man has been playing on point, and if you hold down that midfield and get that extended pressure, it is so difficult to work around, and it continues to show its head here, as it'll be a large victory here for Southeastern Oklahoma State, no matter what happens in this last 20 seconds.
Now remember, game ones, you can't take those extra goals with you. This is a best of 7 for a reason and a championship, so there's a lot of heart, a lot of soul, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears that are going to get poured into this one. And a try, not quite able to climb, a little bit faster than DJ, but it's going to be the Savage Storm being savage about it. SE will take game number 1.
Bit of a lopsided affair. It's not something you're used to, HailMonkeyMan, and it's definitely certainly not something Arkansas State is used to either.
Slow up. No, they're going to keep going. They're going to get probably even faster. We work into game number 2.
Well, the Crimson Chin, a fellow cartoon superhero. And it was a fairly odd attempt to get that to work, but either way, I mean, Southeastern Oklahoma State doing what they do best yet again. Look at his Crimson Chin bullying on Jade, and Bender will go far down, bend it off that top post, and make it 1-0 again. Similar story, HailMonkeyMan.
Crimson Chin treating Jade like the bronze kneecap and absolutely stunning them from behind as Arkansas State surrenders another one. And we were talking about off-ball play and how physicality really opens up opportunities. When you do something just as simple as that on your rotation back, it really does give you a chance. But they do get a demo on the goal line, and so Arkansas State at least had a brief look at the net for a moment.
Their eyes open a little bit wider than we've seen. Now Neptune will try to carry it. DJ just shadows it and got an initial touch. Demo frees it up, but a great challenge again coming across as they waited a little bit too long. Oh, eventually they do break through. We Neptune and his car will put it in the equalizer with just a minute played.
Son of Neptune, responsible for both goals so far here for the Wolfpack of Arkansas State. DJ, I believe they were the last defender back, but they couldn't really do too much as they were waiting on the shot to come a bit sooner, recognizing that the bounce went too high. So, for the first time since 0-0s in previous game and this one. They're tied in equal efforts offensively. Crimson Chin with another feed. That was a fantastic play. But the set piece is found by Jade.
And Jade is not even going to hesitate to get back down the field. Tried to work that 1v1, but didn't quite get the win. Well, you see DJ with that musty off the backside, had him set up. And Neptune was able to read it to make a big save, but Crimson Chin was ready and waiting. But so is this Arkansas State Black team, who does take a shot there off that counterattack. And now still on it. Jade out for blood, looking for bumps. Could not find one or get one to land. And this will pop all the way back out. So even when Arkansas State is getting back down the field and working some pressure on, well, they're still find themselves equalized and still haven't quite found that lead, but they're knocking on the door.
It's these demos that are really forcing Southeastern to have to reset in ways they weren't having to do in game number 1, and they have to take a step off. You saw actually a play for possession there just in front of the midfield line. I believe that was both Bender as well as Crimson Chin. Eventually, they find Purchase moving upfield. It becomes a 2v1. DJ finds it with no boost. It's another demo. Son of Neptune is able to get rid of Bender, and that makes this a thinned out attack. And now Jade left in a 1v1, going to slow roll, asking for a accomplice in the form of a lineman, and then they're just turned into ashes.
Yeah, it was a foot race or a wheel race, whatever you want to call it, to try to get back to support one way or another. Neptune jumped out of left field to get that demo. Jade will leave it for a teammate as well. That'll be a pinch down the field. Crimson chilling here at midfield. Will like to jump and challenge here late. Off the back wall it goes. DJ trying for the double touch. Can't connect. The follow-up though, and it's saved by Neptune.
Crimson Chin again being a bully. A tiny little touch to some bumpers and some spoilers, and they may actually spoil that defense themselves, but less than 2 minutes remaining. Still tied at 2 after 5 goals were scored by the Savage Storm. DJ with a soft setup over to Bender, but a takeaway by Clay. They have just a couple boosts, not able to extend, and that actually takes Jade out of position. Dunk attempt and dunk complete.
Oh, man. Clay, I mean, that boost control against was so devastating because you could have followed that too. And I'm not sure if the communication said that Clay maybe thought he had it, but he just spent too much time, didn't have the foot back pocket, and DJ labeled it for himself, ready for that double touch. And we'll get back a lead here for Southeastern Oklahoma State before they even surrender one to Arkansas State Black. To begin with, looking for more, but a good touchdown. And Clay will be allowed the chance to work it, but it'll be a 1v2, so he'll elect to just leave it there for more teammates to chase, and that's exactly what Arkansas State will do.
Southeastern so far has had a very selfless style of offense, always looking for one another as well as opening up gaps by just finding these Wolfpack unaware. Neptune has been very contentious. They've been going for demos, they've been going for shots. They have so far the only 2 goals that Arkansas State has been able to score. DJ, a threaten. That's going to be another save. This one by Son of Neptune. They're going to try and slow this down, keep it to the ground. DJ is just a menace. Look how many times he's able to challenge that ball.
After it, one after another, and Bender kind of matched that pace from his teammate too, which will drop down, shot a little bit high, but great label there, and Bender couldn't quite bend his car quite the way he needed to get that next shot off, but couple commit for Arkansas State. Left in the 1v1, and Bender was quicker, left on a platter for the Crimson Chin, and he strikes through again. Another 2-goal lead here for Southeastern Oklahoma State.
Crimson Chin is going to be leaving Arkansas State in an iron lung, and they're going to be gassed if they continue to try and match his pace, as that shot was developed so quickly from the ceiling and onward. And again, it's multi-goal leads, this time found and matured late here in game number 2. A great save as Clay takes away the opportunity. DJ consistently looking for threats on the back line. A bit of a miss there by Son of Neptune. Jade looking for the setup. They don't have a lot of time to get it going, and DJ is there to intercept.
Clay back down, but time has been killed enough, it seems. Crimson Chin, another shot. All just to kill more time. And in this best of 7, it'll be a strong start here for Southeastern Oklahoma State, as they will take this one 3-1 and head up to 2-0 here in this series.
We saw flashes of that in that first entrance. We go to game number 3. This is the wake-up call that Arkansas State needs to have immediately, and they have to punish any opportunities that are presented, but so says the same of Southeastern.
That's just, I mean, Through 3 games here, HailMonkeyMan, Arkansas State has been either tied or behind for all but maybe 15 seconds total playtime. It has been quick goals instantly from SE. And they continue to build these leads whenever they do get it. But now, quick answer. And that's what the doctor ordered here. Arkansas State gets one back off the car of Jade.
Speed kills. A little bit of quickness is going to get Arkansas State right in order. Jade, you cannot have any doubt in your mind when you see that kind of chance and you see one blue defender out of position. You got to cut down on that gap, and that's exactly what the Wolfpack do. Oh, Jade was taking a momentary step to make that hop, or else if that bump hadn't gotten him, maybe it had another look. DJ looks like he's trying to freestyle from the floor.
A little bit. Definitely has the capability of doing it, so it makes you wonder. Well, we see a little bit of that. Way that 50-50 sets them up nicely, but DJ off the back wall will just elect to bounce it off that corner. That's a dangerous ball as it worked its way to the box somehow. DJ gonna carry this over one, try to double it up with a chance there from Bender. And now Son of Neptune try to cut it over to Jade, but it was a little too hot to handle. Jade will still be on it though, still has control. Causes DJ to commit to that one before he was ready to, and this one will hang into the offensive zone. And Neptune almost got back down to it. Doesn't matter. You got Jade anyways, crashing the box. And this will be the first lead here for Arkansas State Black in the series.
And it's just winning these 50s. And Jade does not get demoed by DJ, who was trying to catch up at the very last second. So, great work by the Wolfpack. Finally getting at least a few extra chances, and it's before they allow Southeastern to start flying above them. So now Southeastern is put in a pickle, a rare moment where they're having to play catch up. This is something that we've not seen out of their identity yet. They can play a little bit looser and a lot more lenient because they have this 2-game lead. They have to fight their way back into it. Instead of Neptune, I thought they were going to be the mainstay big player for this squad. It's Jade who's really shown up.
It's still trying to put it up. You're right. Mechanics are really clean. He's been very quick to reads, and when you've been beat to just about every read throughout this series, it definitely pays to have somebody step up in this moment. And Jade tries to do it again. He had a 50-50 on DJ, but this time it'll be the Crimson Chin that beats play to the next one. So here at midfield, DJ looked to settle here and not much doing. We'll pop high. We got Bender up for Clay, but nobody able to touch it. They're all allergic to this ball. Again, what is happening? Are we okay? I think they're just messing around with this. They have to be.
At that moment, so many people had missed. Like, okay, no one that's rotating back to their own net can touch the ball. That's what we're guaranteeing. Big pre-jump save by Son of Neptune. That was DJ taking a 50-50 on the entirety of the net, and Son of Neptune just eyeballing where it's going to have to drop. So a great puzzle read. And at the midway mark of game number 3, the Arkansas State Black Wolfpack still has a 1-goal lead over Southeastern. That's going to be from Crimson Chin, sidewall. They don't have a defender prepped for it. Big demo, but neither DJ nor Bender stepped up until late.
Clay got another big bump there at the top of the box, and they're a challenge from Neptune. Arkansas State's been way more proactive on the defensive side. That it's really been paying off for the most part, but that touch, that's going to come back down. Waterfall. They tried the back pass, though, and Crimson Chin will have to just play it from center instead. We'll look to get Jade in this backward, awkward stance. DJ the shot, another read from Neptune, who's been reading the play so well defensively. Another big one. Now will it translate to points? Not quite yet, but a pop high here to try to challenge DJ. They'll get it out, but Son of Neptune's been great here defensively.
Really has, and it's been both times against DJ, who was so fast in the previous game. And Arkansas State, I mean, they haven't put up a plethora of numbers. They've been able to get 2, which really has been their highest total so far between all 3 games. It's just being consistent. Jade having to wait. They know they're going to get pressured by DJ. They have to back it up. They get bullied at least from making a squishy save. But Son of Neptune, guess what? They're the ones out in open field trying to play for the lineman as Clay was sweeping across. Jade is going to stick nearby. Can't get rid of them completely. A minute coming up here, Bear. And it's Arkansas State that just has to keep this ball in active play, get it out of Southeastern hands, and make sure they just connect.
It's almost like it's somehow working because Southeastern Oklahoma State has been thinking they're going to touch it on the defensive side, but those misses are huge. And if they don't get cleaned up, eventually they'll catch on and they'll find a way to break through and get the equalizer. And this one that looked like there was no point. There should be no reason why this goes in. There's plenty of space. Looks like, oh my, Clay was being hindered there by Bender. And now we have the equalizer. All that work you put in, you finally get a lead for an extended period of time, and Arkansas State Black has seen their lead disappear.
That's a tough shot because you have to make sure you bring it from distance, and there's just enough separation from the wall that Jade becomes a just non-factor unless he makes that jump. And Clay then getting bullied. And finally, late term, looking for the bouncer, DJ for the cleanup. And look how close all of Savage Storm is right here from Southeastern. They are just so darn close to each other. So there's a lot of trust in some of these reads. 15 seconds approaching. Arkansas State weren't able to build upon their lead, and now they may see that come back to bite them.
Yeah, it's tough. And Crimson Chin, the demo off the bar. Almost had it. And another demo, though, as EJ now will tap it down, looking for the teammate, and in the exact same spot. That was deja vu from a play that went down in game 2. And with 1 second left, Arkansas State Black sees their lead completely disappear. And SE on top.
Poor Clay. They were all of a nose away from being able to at least touch that ball. They're going to go for the kill. They're going to try and pop this one up. Oh, Clay gets underneath it. They got to get back to it with a little bit of boost. They get it into the way of Son of Neptune, but they don't get underneath. And Southeastern showcasing they can fight from behind.
That lead for such a long time, finally. And it all goes away. And perhaps it could all go away here again as Arkansas State Black. They'll need a reverse sweep. Otherwise, they'll be out completely from the season. And the championship will go to Southeastern Oklahoma State, but they got 5 more minutes to close it out.
This bracket has been somewhat lopsided. We've seen 2 shutouts in terms of series. We've seen a lot of just single game wins. So 3-0, 3-1, 3-1, 4-1, 4-0, and then a single game 5. So most of these games and most of these series for this particular playoff system, it's been pretty much decided from the onset. Arkansas State, they're going to have to fight against very troubled history with that in mind, as well as the fact that they have to reverse sweep a best of 7, which is one of the toughest things to do in Rocket. Oh.
At the pro level, at the collegiate level, doesn't matter. It's so difficult, and so is that save. As Clay made a clean one. Behind, though, DJ actually got that 50-50, the dunk, but it went up the post instead. That close. Being able to give SC the lead. And Crimson Chin continues to give them pressure. DJ in tandem. Second chances, tertiary chances are the name of the game here for SE, and they're back on top.
DJ was already laying back and just dunking that one home before any of the defense of Arkansas State had an answer for the first shot. And that's just trust. That's just consistently bearing down upon your opponent. And that's not just trusting your teammates, but in yourself. This is a man on fire and a team that continues to just burn. Burn, baby, burn against this wolf pack. DJ, slow stop, trying for the slow flick over Clay. Jade is at least upfield, and now they're taking on numbers, but Crimson Chin will shut that down.
Now, the way Jade was able to adjust that car, was able to get that ball to just float high and let the rest of his team rotate. Because there was nobody back for Arkansas State for an extended period of time, and those little plays will go a long way. I know it hasn't paid the bills here, but now it will, as Jade will get them on the board. Equalize here with 3:11 left. In this game, number 4, Arkansas State Black. They have this quick answer from the hood of Jade.
Jade's a light in the dark. They need him to shine even brighter. All of Arkansas State needs to do so. They cannot have what we saw before, where after they got their offense to work, some of those systematic whiffs. And, I mean, there's a lot of trust and a lot of, honestly, respect at times by Southeastern that they're going to get some of these touches. DJ diving at it. He's going to just bail out, puts it to the backboard, and that's going to put both Bender and Crimson Chin on alert that they need to rotate away. Jade gets a great demo on Bender, and at least stalls the Storm at their door.
Yeah, they've been kind of paused in their tracks. Yeah, it's a dangerous ball. Bender, free reign. Another lead for SE. Arkansas State Black playing 3.5 minutes of Queen Rocket League. And sometimes it just all falls apart. And when it does, SE credit them because they've been on point whenever they see those mistakes and able to capitalize on it here in more of the same HailMonkeyMan, where it's SE on top pretty consistently.
I saw in the previous series, and I saw it right there. Inadvertent free just ball moments where you had a pre-flip just to try and get back to your own pitch or your own goal, and you rotate to the middle of the grass. And then, wow, Clay is able to find one straight off the floor and ties it 2.
Yeah, Son of Neptune getting in the dirty areas in the corner to set up. And then, yes, able to get that read. A bit of a dunk there on Bender. And when it bended up the post, was able to stick with that. Used a little bit of that boost to adjust enough to get that touch to go and deflect that ball back into the net. And give them an equalizer again. Answers haven't been the problem with Arkansas State Black, though. It's finding a lead and keeping it that's been the issue. And here's a chance to try to take it, but DJ right up in time for the challenge. But now
DJ a chameleon? Oh, my goodness. Arkansas State looking crazy. If they can just be able to do exactly what you've been talking about, Bear. Because Southeastern has been nuts all over them, and still they can survive. Playing at this level and being able to do so that quickly, and then having Jade, who I thought was going to get that demo, just getting caught. But Arkansas State has these moments that they can really multiply, and Jade's already trying to do that.
And almost came back down was Southeastern Oklahoma State. The other side, their opponents, just continuously playing this tug of war at midfield to try and gain that pressure. Bender back up with a couple of touches here off the wall. Looking for a teammate down in midfield, but DJ will have to get that 50-50 on Jade instead. It falls into the hands of the Crimson Chin. Well, press forward. Let's get past one, but wasn't able to find that touch off that corner and just left it for Clay. He'll bat it back out. And now looking for a teammate. 1 minute left on this clock. Bender gets one touch past one defender. That was a great little pre-flip there from the Crimson Chin to get back on that ball. But he dribbled it right into the hands of Clay. And now DJ is going to leave a ball where Bender has to work backwards towards it. And Jade moves it forward for them. Arkansas State Black now knocking on the door. Clay turns, has a man in Neptune, but he just floated it high instead. Jade's still going to follow here with a great opportunity to leave it for a teammate, but DJ will clean it up. Jade now holds. Plays it high. 17 seconds left. Jade, the shot. Defended by DJ. Now Quay up in support. 2 under 10 seconds left. DJ will look for it. Pressing it forward. Opportunity here as the Crimson Chin will turn. We'll play high, but nothing doing here as now it'll hit from the corner. DJ will let it hit, and we have ourselves overtime.
They hit overtime at 2-2. Arkansas State keeps it even Stevens, but it's just about can they survive and muster up a last-ditch effort. They may be able to do it very early as they crash the net. Son of Neptune had a chance, and DJ wanted to snuff it out. He has no extra boost, but he's had no extra time to go and get it. Doesn't really need it for the moment, as this one will go aerial into the middle of the pitch. And everyone's circling like sharks from the Savage Storm. Redirecting! Son of Neptune, son of a gun, able to keep the Wolfpack in it. New play left to be watched. We go to game number 5. And I've seen a lot of series go 3-1, 4-1 in this bracket. And this one, well, first 2 seconds, good score by Southeastern.
I mean, I can't say I'm surprised here. I know it's super quick, but SE's been getting these early goals, and a lot of it has to do with that kickoff right off the bat. It's been in the first 10 seconds or so, and just about every single one. That one didn't take even that long. 2 seconds, and SE's got the lead back. Definitely not appreciative of what Arkansas State Black was able to do with them in overtime in the last one here. Off to that hot start. Looking for more, but Jade will look to settle back. Jade's been so effective to try and keep Arkansas State Black into this one. And that one finds it. Wow. Sometimes you get that bounce that just goes off the wall. Nobody back for SC. And another equalizer for Arkansas State.
It's a great find by Jade. Sometimes you have one that's leaking on by. And how many times has that happened now where instead of it being off the play, Jade is there to punish the just even the slightest bit of slack that Southeastern is putting up. I mean, there's been a necessity for the speed from the Savage Storm to really be here because they know players like Jade players like Son of Neptune are able to do all this kind of work, and so they just have to continuously put boot to throat. Arkansas State rotating back. Son of Neptune comes out. Jade is now going to be looking over to Clay, but actually he's got an upfield blocker in the way of Son of Neptune, who just sweeps everywhere.
Yeah, he's been basically all over the place. Trying to keep possession, trying to gain it back. In any sense of the word of Rocket League, he's been pretty stout. That one's high, though. Binter almost able to work that one back with the redirect, but eventually fall to the ground. Now you got DJ leaving it in his hands. He'll play high. Neptune again being pesky here in this midfield to just tap it down, and Clay was able to follow. Now looking, gets a couple of touches there, challenges the box, but Jade has to pursue it all the way around as he was not up in time.
Big find by Clay. They were able to steal that corner boost, and that's just good transition play. Oh my goodness, they threat. Oh, that clangs off the far side post. Very dangerous for the Wolfpack. Arkansas State does survive. Massive 50, over 2, looking for a third. It's not quite a free net because DJ gets there. And that's unfortunate because Jade had already rotated up to the space that Clay had really formulated and matured. DJ out of boost. Not quite a brick because the man has been just wave dashing up and down this pitch just as fast as anyone is holding down the B button. But either way, more than 2 minutes goes here into this 5th game, and you can't have wide open gaps like that. Crimson Chin gets it from distance.
Another mistake from Arkansas State Black, not leaving them in the best position here in this game. Well, under 30 minutes left, you're down by 1. But I've been confident in if there's one thing I'm confident in for Arkansas State Black, it's finding the equalizer. The SE has gotten this lead, positioned themselves well. Clay will look to march out this center. That's a good bounce for them. Now Son of Neptune, tapped it back down. I felt like a shot could have been there. I know it's difficult to kind of release, but because of that, no real opportunity developed for Arkansas State.
I think they outthought themselves. Oh, and this is going to become another in the right direction for Southeastern. This goes into the corner. Going back to your original touch, it was a no shot by Son of Neptune because they wanted to get the handoff to, I think, Clay, who was nearby, and they thought their original shot would get blocked. Well, thinking a little bit too much actually plays against a lot of Rocket League players. You just need them to go out, do a little bit of extra mechs, and get on that ball, and that's exactly what Southeastern hops upon. Great 50. Clay's going to be nearby, but wow, what a just great dig by DJ.
Yeah, I was able to find a touch in a place where it didn't seem like it was likely. We've seen him do a lot in this game. And in fact, was able to dig out a demo right out in front, try to at least install fear into their minds here. They'll look to uninstall that as DJ and Crimson Chin will combine here. A pinch off the bat, and look as DJ read that too. But a good hold down on the defensive back wall there from Arkansas. Now Neptune has more work to do. DJ is all over the place. Is getting challenges, making it difficult. Crimson Chin, back wall, follow-up. No, it's a save from Neptune. And they're able to keep it away, or are they? Back up as DJ challenged there in the midfield. And Arkansas State has Crimson Chin to worry about on that side wall. Eventually this challenge will head right back in the Arkansas State Black. And SE continues to kill more clock and maybe kill the game with this one. SE now rocket racing their way to a championship here with 1:16 left.
No way you just did that. Oh my goodness. 76 seconds to go. And Southeastern boosting their way all into game 5 with 4 goals. They want to match their highest total in this series at this point, which would be 5. Arkansas State, not a lot of time left. They were able to find one big win, which got them to at least extend this series, make it not a sweep and make it not perfect. But they've had to go against the craziness that is this squad in front of them. Less than a minute to go. Victory laps might be getting taken by Southeastern as they continue to just keep Arkansas State denied at the goal line.
And again, just 50-50 after 50-50. There is no room given, no room surrendered. They have been constantly on this ball, and a big part of that is DJ, but the rest of it is the rest of the team buying into DJ, being able to get those challenges. We've seen so many misses earlier in this series, and now you can trust DJ to hit just about everything. And they almost got another one too, as Bender will take it down to under 30 seconds.
Arkansas State, it would take a miracle. I've seen it happen before. There's too many slow cars all inside of their own goal line, and DJ, I mean, this is the epitome of ADHD and Adderall put together, because the man is magic, he is hyper, he is there, he's touching everything in sight and able to just set Bender up. 12 seconds, we equalize what happened in game 1 and what is possibly our last game of the series, heading for that championship.
That was one of those moments where you want to leave it for a teammate. When you run out of boost and you're on that challenge, then perhaps you do it. Fortunately, Arkansas State Black, when they had that same opportunity, they weren't able to capitalize on it. And it's just as we expected after the first 3 games. It took an extra game to get there because Arkansas State was able to clap back, but not hard enough in this series. And it's going to be Southeastern Oklahoma State University with the NECC championship. Congratulations.
They take the fall, they take the semester. Savage Storm doing big things over here in the Great Plains. Great challenge.